The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Katie warns Bill. Lives are on the line in this week's The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. As Brooke and Ridge prepare to make a big splash in Monte Carlo, Poppy warns Luna to keep her mouth shut, and Katie tries to warn Bill that he could be in danger. Steffi couldn't make the flight because she forgot her passport, but Brooke and Ridge are enjoying having some time together in Monte Carlo, even if they do still have to do some work for Forrester Creations. I am very excited to show you, and the world, Brooke's bedroom, she announces at a press conference with Ridge at her side. In the Forrester office, Hope, Katie, Zendi, Carter, Steffi, and Finn all watch the announcement on the television monitor. Brooke's about to break the internet. Katie smiles. But will the new Brooke's bedroom go over the way they hope? Luna was horrified to find Tom's bag in their apartment, and even more so to discover letters inside where he claimed to be her father. And after discovering this connection, Luna then made the leap that her mother could have been the one who killed Tom to keep him quiet. But Poppy is quick to reassure Luna she's jumping to conclusions and needs to look forward, not back. "This is our past," she declares, "and Bill and the Spencer family is our future." However, Katie doesn't trust Poppy as far as she can throw her, and discovering that she used to take drugs herself has her fearing that she could have been the one to cause Tom and Hollis to die of fatal overdoses. The problem is, she can't seem to get anyone else to believe her. "You need to listen to me," Katie insists to Bill. "Your life could depend on it." But from the dismissive look on Bill's face, he's not interested in entertaining anything Katie has to say about Poppy. But could Katie be right? Rebecca Budig is the new Taylor on The Bold and the Beautiful. They sure kept this one quiet. The Bold and the Beautiful has recast the role of Taylor Hayes again, this time with soap star Rebecca Budig. She made her first appearance in the August 6, 2024 episode when Taylor placed a call to Steffi to let her know that she was coming home soon. Budig is a daytime veteran who got her big break playing Michelle Bauer on CBS Suds Are Guiding Light back in 1995. In 1999, she moved over to ABC to join the cast of All My Children as Greenlee Smythe, where she earned her first Daytime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actress in 2001 and 2003. After exiting in 2005, she returned for another run from 2008 until the soap's final episode on ABC. In 2015, she was cast as Hayden Barnes on General Hospital, earning another Supporting Actress Emmy nod in 2020 after her exit in 2019. The character of Taylor Hayes debuted on B&B back in 1990 and was played by Hunter Tylo until the character was killed off in 2002. The actress briefly returned as a ghost before reprising the role as Taylor was revealed to be alive in 2005. After leaving the soap in 2013, Tylo returned for occasional appearances in 2014 and from 2018 to 19. In December 2021, the role was recast with Krista Allen, who last aired in November 2023. The last time Taylor was in Los Angeles, she warned Finn to do right by Steffi and the kids, and offered Thomas some advice in the hopes her son wouldn't be as unlucky in love as she's been. She also warned Deacon not to trust Sheila, because she'd made that mistake in the past. After spying on Ridge and Brooke in Monte Carlo, Taylor has given Steffi the heads up that she's on her way home again. What kind of drama will she stir up this time? Stay tuned to find out. What happened to Taylor on The Bold and the Beautiful? Taylor Hayes has come and gone from The Bold and the Beautiful a lot, so it's understandable if viewers might need a little refresher on the character's epic history on the soap. The beautiful psychiatrist was introduced to B&B back in June 1990 when Hunter Tylo joined the cast. She played the role until 2002 when the character was killed off. After a brief return as a ghost, Taylor reprised the role permanently in 2004, In a shocking return from the dead, the soap went out of their way to keep secret, making her last appearances in 2014. But she made another surprise return, though not from the dead this time, in April 2018, and continued stirring up drama for about a year before leaving the canvas again. In October 2021, it was announced that the role was being recast with Krista Allen, who remained with the soap until November 2023. Then, in August 2024, B&B surprised viewers with Taylor's unexpected return, this time played by Rebecca Budig. A renowned psychiatrist, Taylor counseled Ridge Forrester and Caroline as they dealt with her leukemia diagnosis. After Caroline's death, Ridge was drawn to Taylor, who was seeing Storm Logan. The shrink turned down Storm's proposal and began dating Ridge, eventually marrying him in 1992, despite Brooke's best attempts to split them up. A year later, while trapped in a cabin during an avalanche, Taylor slept with James Warwick so he wouldn't die a virgin. Taylor was then presumed dead in a plane crash, and Ridge went on to remarry Brooke. In a bizarre twist, Taylor survived the crash but suffered from amnesia. She was rescued by Prince Omar Rashid and made his wife in Morocco. Taylor managed to escape and returned to California, where she posed as a British nurse caring for a temporarily blinded Ridge before finally revealing herself. But Ridge and Taylor's marriage soon fell apart, and he returned to Brooke. So when she discovered she was pregnant, Taylor let Thorne Forrester claim paternity instead. But after Thomas' birth, Ridge learned the truth and they remarried. The following year, Taylor gave birth to their twins, Steffi and Phoebe. Tragically, in 2002, Taylor tried to save Eric from Sheila Carter only to be shot by the psycho. She survived emergency surgery but ultimately died in Ridge's arms. Despite appearing to her loved ones as a ghost, Taylor showed up in the flesh at Bridget and Nick's wedding and revealed that she had been abducted by Prince Omar again and kept alive in a coma until she had fully recovered. Ridge found himself torn between the women in his life, but Stephanie Forrester faked a heart attack and begged him to choose Taylor over Brooke. However, after Taylor kissed Hector and confessed to her long-ago infidelity with James, Ridge dumped her. Taylor began drinking heavily, and while driving to pick up Phoebe on the Pacific Coast Highway, accidentally struck and killed Thorne's wife, Darla. After an ill-fated relationship with Thorne, Taylor fell in love with Nick Marone, and they conceived a child, Jack, through in vitro fertilization. Unfortunately, Taylor was crushed to learn that a mix-up at the lab caused Brooke's eggs to be used, meaning that the boy was biologically her rival's. After an affair with Rick, Taylor divorced Nick and then ended up marrying Whip Jones. She also bought 25% of Forrester Creations and signed those shares over to her daughter, Steffi. Whip dumped Taylor when he realized she was still in love with Ridge, and the shrink flitted between Ridge, Thorne, and briefly Eric Forrester. At Brooke's birthday, Taylor revealed that her rival had cheated on Ridge with Bill Spencer and then abruptly left town. In 2014, it was revealed that Taylor had reunited with Thorne and was living with him in Paris. After a brief return to Los Angeles, the couple returned to France, where they ultimately broke up. The next time that Taylor returned to Los Angeles, she revealed that she had actually come back for a visit a little while earlier, on the night that Bill was shot. Distraught over how Bill had destroyed her daughter's life, Taylor took revenge by putting a bullet in his back. Although Steffi convinced Bill not to press charges against Taylor, the shrink was still overwhelmed with fear that her crime would be exposed. Although she was supposedly in therapy, Taylor continued to act emotionally, supporting Steffi's adoption of a second daughter and pushing her to steal Liam away from Hope. She even helped pay for the adoption of Phoebe, not realizing that the infant was really Hope and Liam's daughter. When she welcomed Thomas home from New York following Caroline's death, Taylor also began pushing him and Hope together, which just reignited her ongoing rivalry with Brooke. Taylor surprised her family when she came home to stay in December 2022. and offered Ridge a shoulder to lean on as he opened up about Brooke accepting Deacon back in their lives. And when Brooke fell off the wagon and kissed Deacon on New Year's Eve, Taylor offered Ridge a place to stay while he got his head together. Although Steffi and Thomas were excited that their parents might get back together, Taylor slowed things down with Ridge after a passionate kiss. Taylor was horrified when Steffi and Finn were shot, and while her daughter barely survived, her husband had died. When a despondent Sheila tried to throw herself off the hospital roof, Taylor tried to talk her down and nearly fell off herself until Sheila pulled her back up. However, after it was later revealed Sheila was behind the shooting, Taylor joined Steffi and Ridge in setting her up to be arrested. She also found herself connecting with Deacon Sharp as they vented together about Brooke and Ridge. Taylor and Ridge went to France to see Steffi and were stunned to learn that Finn was really alive. In their excitement, the pair shared a passionate kiss. Although they tried to put it behind them, Steffi was determined to reunite her parents and enlisted Thomas to help. As the love triangle started up again, Taylor found herself clashing with Brooke more, so she decided to remove herself from the situation and leave town. Steffi invited her to come to Aspen to check out a property that Bill was selling, and she agreed. Ridge followed Taylor to Aspen, where he declared that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. Initially reluctant, she finally caved and they planned another wedding. But on the day of the ceremony, Taylor learned that Thomas had framed Brooke for calling CPS on him so Ridge would dump her. She kept quiet and was going through with the union, so Steffi revealed the truth and Ridge went running back to Brooke. However, when she turned him down, Ridge left town to get his head together, and Taylor and Brooke decided they'd be better off as friends. Taylor was horrified to learn that Bill had fallen in love with Sheila and blackmailed Steffi and Finn into not pressing charges against her, threatening to turn Taylor in for shooting him. She offered to turn herself in, but Steffi talked her out of it. Brooke supported Taylor through this crisis, and the women deepened their friendship. And both of them were stunned when Ridge showed up and revealed that he'd never really left town, but had been working with Bill on a sting operation to trick Sheila into confessing her crimes so she'd rot in prison forever. When Archie returned home, Taylor worried that it would bring Brooke and Ridge back together again, so she tried to tempt Deacon to rekindle things with Brooke. Taylor and Brooke then clashed over Hope and Thomas' relationship, and when Deacon made his play for Brooke and she knocked him back, he admitted Taylor had put him up to it. And after Brooke caught Taylor bad-mouthing her to Ridge, that unlikely friendship was dead in the water. Also, Ridge reunited with Brooke, leaving Taylor out in the cold. She offered her kids some life advice and warned Deacon not to trust Sheila as she'd made that mistake herself in the past. After November 2023, Taylor wasn't seen or heard from again until August 2024, when she stopped spying on Ridge and Brooke in Monte Carlo long enough to call Steffi and tell her she was coming home soon.